Well, good morning. Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms, coming to you on a snowy mid-March morning, but means we've got a few more extra chores to do, a little closer to check on things. But appreciate y'all watching. Take a split second, give the video a thumbs up if you don't mind, subscribe if you haven't, but let's get after it. You can see we got a pretty good crowd right there around that roll of hay. We did put out hay yesterday when I was home on lunch break, just because we knew this weather was coming, and this actually wouldn't have been terrible to put it out right now because the ground should be, I don't know how hard the ground's really gonna be frozen actually. Got down to about 22 or so, but it was, this time yesterday we were in the 50s, so. But it's gonna be fairly nice today. Cold but sunny, like high of 34. Tomorrow we're back to the 50s, so this stuff should get out of here in a hurry. But I want to check, one of the main things, want to be sure nobody tried to calve overnight. We're down to just 7 cows left to calve. I guess I could say 6 cows, 1 heifer, which that 1 heifer is the one I want to watch the most closely if she tried to calve and anything like this. But we'll see who all comes up to feed. We did open up and let them in the barn last night if they wanted. I think a lot of them probably did go up that way. So they got a little icy here in some spots. I guess when it was first started coming down, the ground was still so warm. Probably a lot of it melted, and as it was running off, it froze. Yeah, I don't know what, 3. I'd say it's 3 inches at least, maybe a little more. They're originally calling, they kept going back and forth. The consensus was about 1 inch. You know, some places even saying just a 1/2 inch. And there were some that were really covering their bases and saying like 1 to 3. So we got every bit of that, it looks like. The horses did all get to spend the night indoors. We don't do that with them too often, just because we tend to generally, if I can speak, put them up, feed them, then let them back out. But obviously, that storm, it was super windy. And get the donkeys some feed out as well. Then we'll probably go ahead and turn the horses out. Definitely had a few cows that took advantage of us having the barn lot open. Just because there was a couple of different places they could get in the barn, get out of the wind. But the snow, I always say this, I'd rather it snow than rain. I mean, you can see, I mean, they're dry. They're dry as a bone. And so, you had to be, what, 22 overnight and snowing rather than, yeah, 32 and raining is much preferred. So I see some of the newest mamas and some of the newest babies, but so I'm gonna be sure we identify those 7. I already see 2 or 3 of them, be sure none of them tried to calve in this weather. So most everybody came up to eat. I've identified 4 of the 7 that have not calved yet. So I've still got 3 I need to find. And, oh, there's one of them, 803. 1 horned Hereford we have. So okay. I gotta check my numbers again now. The 2 of them are, or I guess 3 of them are cows that we just bought, so I don't have all those known by memory quite as good. 39 and 63. 39 and 63. Everybody's enjoying, that's number 2. She hadn't calved yet. I've already seen her. Well, there's still a bunch around the hay feeders. Decided it wasn't worth the battle. It's feed bunk. So I'm gonna have to hop on the side by side and run out there and check. You can see 2 calves. A lot of these newer calves. Looking good. Dry is the key, and it's kind of a powdery snow. We don't get snows like that very often. We tend to get just really heavy, wet, nasty snows. So I'm sure the kids are going to want to get out and sled. So I might get to enjoy it a little bit later on this afternoon. All right, so we couldn't forget about the bulls and Lucy. The bulls, they're from North Georgia, so they snow's not totally foreign to them, but Now it's a little crazy that our biggest snow of the year came in March. Not that crazy. I mean, I know a lot of people around here the last 24 hours made a big deal of March snow, but it's not that uncommon or unusual. My dad has always said we're more likely to have a March snow than we are to have a white Christmas, you know. But it's just, we've had multiple rounds of winter weather this year. It seems like more than normal, but all the snow we've gotten has been like an inch each time. So this is our biggest snow. And really the worst winter weather we've had has been ice, not snow at all. But get out here and get these steers fed. That's maybe a better visual of how much snow we've gotten. Of course, you get out away from the barn, it's blown clean off of everything, but yeah, I don't know. Need to get a tape measure. I'd say that's probably closer to 4 inches, but we'll get these boys fed. They cleaned the bunks last night, as they have been doing. Lee's over here in the barn. Easy, buddy, don't stretch too hard. I might be in a dangerous spot. But a few of these guys, or I guess 2 of them specifically, got 10 days from today. Today's March 12th. Have their date with the butcher, so, and the other 6 follow soon thereafter. 39 there. Excuse me, she's one of the ones yet to calve, so she's in good shape. She did not try to calve overnight. The 63s up. You see, they were quick to get away from them feed bunks, get back over here to the hay feeder, because that's really where the bulk of their energy comes from. 227 right there, kind of hiding behind her mom, is the youngest calf, and she looks like she made it through the night. Absolutely no trouble. But a lot of these calves got out of the wind up next to those hay feeders, so they're not dumb. This is kind of embarrassing. Not really embarrassing, but I had a number mix up. I was looking for cow number 63, and again, that's one of the new cows, and so, or that number would be, but see, our 73 is who hasn't calved. I wrote down 63, so I was riding around looking for a cow that doesn't even exist. So, and 73 was out there, so nobody tried to calve overnight. That's good. Now that we made it through last night without any calves, I may be getting greedy, but if we could make it another 24 hours, it's supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow, and 60s and 70s the rest of the week. We'll feel like for those last 7 that are yet to calve, should be, for the most part, you know, out of the woods, so to speak, in terms of not having to worry about calving in nasty winter weather anymore. So a couple of them, number 536, number 803, 803 being that horned Hereford. 536 is actually the Tiger Stripe Heifer cow. She's standing right there as we drive by. They both look like they could go anytime, but they also may be several days away. So huge difference that a few days will make. It was today's Saturday. Last Saturday we were at a softball tournament. It was like upper 70s. I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Today it's a high of 34. I think the wind chill was 11 when I went out to feed first thing this morning. Y'all ready for some breakfast? All right, we'll get y'all fed. And they are fed. We brought hay down here yesterday, so I got hay and feeder there and down there. So I was kind of hoping that may be the last hay they would need, because it won't be long. We'll let them, or move them over to the other side of this farm as we get ready to bring in some new stocker steers, which we'll be buying steers. It's it's middle of March now. Won't be buying them this next week, probably not the week after that, but in the next 3 to 4 weeks we'll probably buy, and we'll buy 2 weeks in a row, because my brother is going to get a load, I'll get a load, and then yeah, that'll be kind of what's going on, you know, taking up a lot of our time for a few weeks, but good time to mention too, because I don't think I mentioned it the last couple of videos. But hope y'all have had a chance to check out the Talk Dirt to Me podcast. My cousin Logan and myself talking all kinds of topics in ag. What do you think, Archie? You listen to Talk Dirt to Me, don't you? He does. What are y'all doing? Y'all sledding? It's a bit windy, isn't it? All right, so of course, if it snows, you have young kids, you're definitely gonna end up sledding, so let's see what they're getting into. Take off, buddy. Take off. There he goes. Oh. Can you go further than him? Not exactly high-speed sledding. We may walk across to the other ridge and see if we can get a little steeper terrain. Snow's not real deep. I don't know, we might take off here. Let's see what happens. Whoa! Whoa! All right. Nearly lost the camera. How was that? How was that?
Good.
Let's see if Kimber, come on down, Kimber.
Dad, let's go to that hill. This is so we can.
Kimber's going first this time. Watch out for the hay bales, the frozen piles of cow manure, and the cows. There she goes. She's headed towards an old roll of hay. I think she's gonna miss it. Woo! Oh my gosh, that hurt. We caught a little air right there, and looks like we might have had a casualty. Oh no, Willis. Okay. Cheap plastic sleds are not made for 200-pound grown men, apparently.
Yeah, jumping.
All right. Well, I said that was going to be my last time down, and now, whether I'd planned on it or not, it looks like that's the last time we're using that sled. You get a second good morning in this video. We didn't get into a whole lot else yesterday afternoon. Nobody had calved as of late yesterday evening. We'll check and see if anybody did so overnight. But of course, you saw we got the drone up, got a little drone footage. Hadn't done that in a while. Tried to get it up before all the snow really started to melt, but it had been so long since I'd used it. The app had to update. The joys of rural living with no high-speed internet. Took it like an hour to update, and it just melted that quickly with the sun shining like it was very nicely all day. But yeah, you see everybody coming up to feed. Of course, the clock tells us we're an hour later today. Time changed, but these girls, it's just daylight. Doesn't matter to them. Yeah, 5:36 here. She's one we're waiting on. Thought maybe yesterday evening she was getting close. She was kind of off by herself, laid down, but I think she just wanted some peace and quiet apparently. But yeah, we'll get them fed. Waiting on it to warm up today. It's supposed to get into the 50s, but right now it's still I think below freezing with about a 20-degree wind chill. So maybe by middle of the day today, winter will officially be over, at least in our book. Breakfast crowd is all here. Again, doesn't look like anybody tried to cap. I noticed 2 or 3 of them though look like getting relatively close. Got a lot of swelling on the vulva. Actually, this girl here now, yeah, looks like she's got a little bit of a, you know, of course she's not going to cooperate now. A little bit of kind of a mucoid discharge back there. I don't know that she's about to go today or anything, but several of those getting close, which obviously calving season, or calving window based on our breeding dates coming to an end, they all got to be getting close. So kind of an obvious statement. Now my brother is finally getting his squeeze chute. It's been down here on this farm for, I mean, I guess forever, but we got the rest of his pen and all set up, I guess before we sold calves pretty much last fall. But now we're getting ready to buy calves here in a couple of weeks. He needs a squeeze chute, needs to keep getting the rest of that set up. So if I grab the camera, of course he's got the truck and trailer. We're gonna pick it up there, get it hauled over to his place, and get the rest of that set up. Got her strapped down. No, dude, that's the most important part. It's like the classic dad move. You gotta say, that's not going anywhere. Yeah. And hopefully it's not. Other than to the other side of the county.
What you got it down here for, man?
I like it hooked there better.
Whatever, man.
Down there on that angle. But, all right. It's a very important basketball game going on. Go Vols. But as soon as that's over with, we're gonna be getting this thing unloaded. Well, we're over here. Got the chute on the back of the truck. Get the camera on there, right? What we're thinking, we've got a, what they call a Y box that'll sit here. It'll divert the cattle off to where we'll have the squeeze chute and still have that where we can load up or unload trucks backing in. So we need to come back. Oh, that might be close to it. Just gotta be able to fit this in there. Ease back just a little more. All right, so we got the Y box in there, and so of course, when we're working cattle, going to the chute, have it open like that, and they're gonna go down the alleyway we're about to put on there. When it's shipping cattle, Willis will demonstrate. Do it like that. Right straight out there and onto a truck. But we're gonna get the rest of them panels over here, get the chute set up. All right, put the pin in there. Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. Good job, buddy. She's starting to come together there now. We're gonna go ahead and put 2 more alley panels on here. Gotta put the squeeze chute on down here. Pick up. Oh, there you go. Back up, Willis. Willis, you get over here on the other side of the truck. Other side of the truck right now. Here, just set it down. You probably need to come around from this side. think it's close enough for government work. If only this was government work. But yeah, we gotta get things lined up a little better, but keeping that on back up. Yeah. It's looking like we could probably run cattle down through there and get them in a chute. Yeah, a couple of minor adjustments, but you get the idea of what it's gonna look like. Run them out through there, then they'll be out in here. Should still be plenty of room. Of course, because we unload, they usually bring them on a big ground load trailer, and obviously we can unload off a pot. If we bring them in on a ground load, just back them in here, let them out. And they're caught in this pen until we get ready to work them a day or two later. The drop down doors on the side, we'll need to use that when we castrate one. Here, let me help you out. All right. But that may just about wrap it up for this one. We're gonna be buying calves here. When you buying calves, Drew? About 2 weeks? So they sell on Mondays. Tomorrow, we're probably not buying them tomorrow. Not the week after, but maybe the week after that. 15 days. So those videos will be coming, obviously. But appreciate y'all watching. What do we say at the end of the video, Willis?
Eat and God bless.
That's right. Translation for those of you that don't speak toddler: eat beef and God bless. Y'all have a good one. And I almost forgot, how about them Vols? SEC champs, baby. What we say, Willis? Go Vols. Say go Vols.